Hello, people from OGT side. This is your MCVP OG and OGT Görkem. Today we are starting our new edition of education, which is sales. So, as a first, subtopic, let's say, I'm gonna mention sales techniques. So, what are sales? Sales are transactions between two or more parties in which the buyer receives products or services in exchange for money or other products and services. As you can see, the basic definition of sales. The selling process usually involves a seller that understands the benefits and value proposition of the product, which is Isaac in this case, and a buyer who is interested in what they have to offer, which is EP. So, why do we need to know how to sell? Our exchange programs is a means to an end, of course. It's a platform for leadership development in youth. Our chosen way to achieving our purpose is organization. This is our values. Like according to why we do what we do, our goal is more than of course having benefits, having some profits, etc. But in the end of the day, we are selling something as product. GV, Global Volunteer, GE, Global Entrepreneur, GT, Global Talent. These are products that we are selling with a price in order to have financial sustainability of our organization, of course. So that's why you can consider us as a sellers and you can consider our EPs as a buyers as well. So again, why do we need to know how to sell? In order to have more signups, more applicants, more approvals, more realizations, and of course more impact to our EPs. So how should we sell? Today, I'm going to mention sales techniques. One of our first subtopic. Then we'll be focusing on mind trackers in the second video, and the third video going to be about booking excuse of EPs. So let's start. Today I'm going to talk about one specific technique that's going to be helping you while doing the whole sales process: spin selling. What's spin selling? Spin selling is a sales technique based on a series of questions made to the customer in order to better understand their profile, needs, pains, and objectives, so the seller is able to use the most proper sales pitch to convince this specific customer that our product is what they need to achieve their goals. So it's based on asking some questions. Firstly, to understand what our customer is like, our customer's profile, what the problems, what the needs, pains, whatever. Then in order to be able to just propose a specific project, specific, even using specific selling speech. Like for example, according to your customers' needs and customers' pains, let's say, you can use even different words to convince your customers because they are needing this. So that's why sipping selling is super cool when it comes to capitalizing all the processes from understanding the value proposition till selling it. And each, the letter of spin selling has a meaning. S is station questions. P is problem questions. I is implication questions. And N is need payoff questions. So let's start with station questions. The objective of this phase is first to connect to the customer and make them feel comfortable. So we can say this part is mostly focusing on icebreaker questions like how did you meet Isaac, what do you study, what do you want to go and exchange, have you ever traveled abroad, when you would like to travel, etc., etc., etc. The thing is, with this part that we're trying to achieve is firstly breaking the ice between you and EP. So firstly, you can receive more information than EP. Whenever just our customers feeling more comfortable with us, they will be starting to more open to us as well. So it's super important for us to know, okay, what kind of approach that I need to just propose to the CP. But before just deciding your approach, of course, you need to know CP's profile. So the situation question is going to be helping you to break the ice and have a proper communication between you and your EP. Then problems. Here the objective is to understand the problems the customer is facing that make them need an exchange, or the obstacle that may make it harder for them to purchase it. So, for example, what are the word issues that bother you the most? This question can help you to, like, for example, to sell GB. So you can start selling about SDGs, how I can contribute to them, as etc. What do you want? What do you plan to do after graduation? Like, what do you think is missing from your resume? What's stopping you from making exchange? Like these kind of questions also giving kind of that moment to your EP to just let them want something. Okay, for example, generally right now as a youth, like we're concerning about our future, our resume, our graduation, what we're gonna do, etc., etc., etc. With this question, you can just get these EPs to do to state mind state that you want them to be in to questioning themselves, to questioning their future. So you can be kind of cure to their these concerns. Okay, yes, I am, for example, concerning about my resume and my future job because I haven't done any internship before. So when EP just said this, you can just propose, okay, but right now with Isaac, you can go for example, GE to Romania or whatever, to Turkey, Egypt, Serbia, our main partners, and you can have something in your CV. First, it's going to be helping you with your comfort zone, like developing yourself, your language, your skills, but also you will put this in your resume and it's going to be helping you a lot. Your future, for example, job interviews to show people that, okay, I was in internship in the abroad, which is something super cool for people. So yes, so we'll be try to capitalize on problems so we can propose the cures that for these problems. Let's say solve. Implication. At this moment, the objective is to make the customer understand on their own what will happen to them if they do not take this opportunity. It also kind of align with the problems as well. Have you already done something about this, like word issues, resume, etc.? What will happen if you don't have this experience? What will you do these holidays if you don't go blah blah exchange? What will you gain from it? So in the end of the day, again, this implication part going to be helping you to move the EPs to take the decision to go to exchange. How? Make them think about themselves. Like, have you already done something? Yes, I did, but what you are doing more? Why you're not doing it? For example, this time in Romania. What will happen if you don't have this experience? Of course, maybe you'll be able to find a job, but with this experience, you can find better one. Like even because this experience to going to abroad is not something that everyone can have. So do it, make a difference, and in future it's gonna be helping you a lot. So also you can, for example, what you're gonna do during holidays? Just you're gonna go home and do nothing? No, go to abroad and have this experience and use it for yourself. Then it pay off. Finally, the objective is to make the customer see how valuable is the solution we are offering. Like, for example, what will happen to your career if you have this experience? As I mentioned before, like in your resume, the people see, okay, this person went to abroad before with internship. He knows or she knows, how the things are working in abroad, like in other countries. He is aware of different working styles, different working environments, etc. How changed do you think that you'll come back and experience like this? Also, apart from your resume, CV, and everything, you can focus on personal development as well because probably they will be changing during this experience a lot. With like getting out of the comfort zone, being more self-confident, and everything solution-oriented, which is also our leadership qualities. So you can propose this as well. And how spending your vacations at, for example, Romania doing GE sounds like to you? Like it always helps a lot to you, rather than just going maybe back to Crete or maybe their hometowns, going to Turkey to have a GE in maybe the one of the biggest startups in Turkey. How it can this affect you, etc. And closing the deal. Of course, we need to close the deal. Here's where you present the customer to write opportunity to profile. So you need to explain the value proposition of G and GT, explain the opportunities, job description, and benefits really specifically. Like, for example, you're going to go to Turkey, you're going to work about marketing, and you're going to get these experiences to let them understand, okay, these are my benefits. And explain the cities and countries benefits, of course, because they need, it's another the easy decision to take to go to abroad for having internship. So you just make them comfort with the country, with the city, with the conditions and everything. For example, for Turkey, you can say this country is quite cheap, it's safe, it's a beautiful country. For example, you can even sell cities. Antalya, Izmir, Istanbul, these are big cities with a huge population, huge amount of social life, etc. And the question is, how does it sound? First, of course, you need to make this sound really beneficial to the CPs. Then with the question, how does it sound? You can just get their attention easily. Okay, second part of the closing the deal. After you finally feel the customer is hooked from you, you can explain what they need to purchase the product. Like explain the selection process and deadlines. Like for example, you need to apply in 2 days because a lot of people are applying from all around the world, so we shouldn't miss time, etc. Explain costs and payment methods, of course. Exchange fee, plane tickets, whatever they need to pay, whatever gonna be provided and covered by Isaac. Explain the preparation process, the 16 standards, and of course the XPP basically to let them know first their rights and how Isaac is and OJX and ICX going to be just providing what kind of things that we'll be providing and how we're going to support their EPs. and align expectations for the country and project also you can do, especially you need to do this detailed during all phase as well. But in order to set a good expectation, you can start from now and apply on spot. Of course, you need to apply the project in order to just process the piece. So we have some alignments. The sprint selling flow is cyclic. You can alternate between the questions or of different phases and suggest solutions for each pain and need separately. So you can just put different action steps for different part of sprint selling. If the customer is not fully convinced by the end, make more questions. Try to understand why and what's stopping them. With questions, you can always just make people more open to you. So just keep asking questions, especially why and how questions. This method is a continuous and conversational process. It's nothing similar to questionnaire or an interview. Make comments. Like not almost always ask questions, but like according to the answers, you can have some comments. You can have some disclaimers. You can have some for example maybe further follow up questions. But don't try to just put your perspective as an icebreaker as a seller to the process as well. And more alignment. Sprint selling is just one of the main sales techniques, and it shouldn't be on your only strategy in the sales. You can search internet for other techniques that you can apply to your EPs, but sprint selling is only one of them. So try to enlighten your perspective when it comes to sales and search for more. And you still need to gain some customers' trust during the pitch. So you're trying to give them the trust, and how you know and aware of the situation, the state of the exchange, about country, about partners, and everything to show your EPs to gain their trust as well. And this process does not guarantee quality of customer service. You need to train your communication and presentation skills as well. How to talk, how to use your mimics, how to use your jets, how to, for example, use your words to convince people. Because only while applying this, for example, statements, not going to be helping you 100%. You need to know how to sell this. So that's all. And don't forget, sales the whole process. I'm going to be taking care, help from attraction till post experience. So try to improve your sales skills, let's say, and don't forget to just apply the statement into your daily routine while you're having calls, infos, and some other follow-up meetings. So that's all from my side. Hope that you find it beneficial, and don't forget to just keep watching the rest of the series as well. And see you soon.